Hello, people of the internet. It's your boy Kishuishi. Back at it again with another video recorded from my mobile studio known as my car. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit more on the funny side. I just came back from a walk, so if you hear me catching my breath, don't mind me. I'm just catching my breath. I'm a big monkey. Okay, don't ever forget that. But today I wanted to talk about something a little bit niche, something a little bit weird, something a little bit on the queer side. I hope I used that word correctly. But today I wanted to talk about the art of rubbernecking. I'm calling it the art of rubbernecking. But rubbernecking is basically just when you turn. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but it's literally just you walk by somebody, you turn your neck to check them out. That is what rubbernecking is. And for everyone, every single person that's watching this video, you have done some form of rubbernecking. I don't care. And for all of you niggas that are also in relationships just like me, come on, guys, this is a safe space. We all rubberneck from time to time. Sometimes you rubberneck with your girl. You walk by, you see someone wearing something that's by the way, rubbernecking isn't always inherently sexual. Sometimes it's just like, yo, what the fuck are you wearing? Like, I will see someone walking by like the most club-coded outfit in the middle of the day, like at 2 p.m. on a regular-ass street, no club nearby. But, I live in Miami, so there's probably like some underground fucking pseudo club that I don't know about. But, like, you'll see that and I'll look, and then I'll, like, tap my girlfriend's shoulder and be like, do you see what this bitch is wearing? But the reason why I decided to bring it up rubbernecking is because I've noticed that there's also a different form of rubbernecking, but we'll get into that. Let me just keep talking about it for a little bit longer. But like, you see, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm holier than thou and I'm like this super evolved version of a man. And I'm so inherently disciplined that no, I will not look at the buttocks of another woman aside from my own. Because at the end of the day, I want a man, right? If man they walk by a road, if man they a road and he see a nice little body, he not go hurt if he just look but don't touch. As long as you don't touch, you're good. But once you look and you decide to touch, at that time you get in a fuckery. Alright? So, a thing that made me start thinking about it is the type of niggas that I see be rubbernecking. It's so weird. And the whole sentiment that I just said, look but don't touch, sometimes it's also not okay to look. Because me as a person, I'm 24. I went through high school or whatever. And, I have younger family members. So whenever I'm out in public and I see other people out in public, I have a really good sense of telling who's an adult and who isn't. And one of the most obvious things to know if someone is an adult is whether or not they're confident enough to just be walking around and not be on their phone. Like if I'm out and about and I see somebody like trying to be on their phone or trying to like quote unquote protect themselves by just solely focus on their phone to stay away from other social interaction, in my head I automatically think, you know what? I think you're either just college age or under, but because you're acting that way, I'm not gonna look in your direction. But then I will see niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm not even trying to like, no, like I live in a very ghetto neighborhood at the moment, and I will straight up be like driving by or like just walking, like going on a daily walk in the morning, because I'm not doing no walks at night. I'm not trying to get stabbed by the neighborhood crackheads, not crackhead, crackheads. But I'll just be minding my own business, and then I'll see like a fucking very obvious 14, 15-year-old with a backpack going to school, and I will see some old raggedy ass motherfucker sitting at a bus stop rubbernecking the fuck out of it. I'm just there like, that is weird. That is very fucking weird. But at the same time, it's like, what am I gonna do about it? Like, the niggas are weird. I just hope you don't do anything more than that. But that shit is fucking weird. That is something that I observe a lot. And now for the second part of this video that I want to talk about is the art of quote unquote female rubbernecking. I feel like when it comes to rubbernecking as women, they do it differently. I don't know. It's like, I think it's more obvious if you're paying attention to it, but it's more so like choosing signals. That's how I would say. I feel like for men, rubbernecking is like trying to catch a glimpse of the rest of the figure, because you know, as someone's walking up to you, like you're walking past someone in passing, you see their front, and you're just like, okay, I see, I'm receiving the information of what you look like from the front. And then as soon as they pass the threshold and cross you, so all right, I got the information from the front, now let me see the information from the back. But I feel like when it comes with women, it's different. I feel like they solely focus on what you look like at the front, and from the back, it's hit or miss. Whether or not, like, if you look good from the front, it's just, okay, if you look good from the front, you look good from the back. But it's not the same thing the other way around. Because there's a lot of women that you'll see walking around out here with their prettiest faces, and as soon as they pass you and you turn your neck, you're looking at a 2x4, my nigga. Like, like, holy shit. But don't get me wrong, you're pretty. But Jesus Christ, I'll hit you up if I ever need to iron my suit, my girl. And the reason I'm bringing up the female rubbernecking thing is because it happened to me when I went to Chipotle the other day, and I went there by myself. I notice these things whenever I'm by myself. Whenever I'm out and about with my girlfriend, I don't see it as much, or I don't pay attention to it as much because I'm paying attention to her. But whenever I'm by myself, I'm like paying attention to every little detail and every interaction around me, because I'm just like, my brain is unlocked. I'm not focusing on anything, so I'm going to focus on everything. So yesterday, or the day before, not sure when, but I went to Chipotle, and this one girl was making my food. And as she was making my food, there was nothing weird in the interaction. You know, I was just telling her exactly what I wanted. And mind you, I was getting a burrito for my girlfriend and a bowl for myself. So I'm getting two things, which should already signify, this nigga's either fat as hell or he's ordering it for somebody else. So with that in mind, I'm just like, I'm just going to keep ordering. I know what it looks like. I'm a big nigga ordering two things, whatever. But after she put my toppings on, because, at Chipotle, it's like one person does certain toppings and the other person does the rest, fold it and put it, and then you cash out. She did mine, and then she did like the sultry look. I'll put it on screen, but it's like the look where they like slightly look down, but their eyes are looking up at you, and it was like, anything else? I was just like, oh no, that's it, thank you. And then that's not where it ends, because usually you'd be like, oh, you're schizo as fuck. Why would you think anything from that interaction? Like, maybe she's just doing her job. She's just being nice. After that, this other girl was continuing to do my order, but the previous girl was making another person's food, but somehow while making their food, she made the mistake of coming back over to me and asking me if I wanted anything else. And then she was like, oh, sorry, my bad. And then went back over to the other guy. So I'm just like, that's weird. That's weird. Like, you are already finished dealing with me. What compelled you to come back over to me again while someone else is already taking care of me? And I feel like that is what female rubbernecking is. It's like they're doing their darndest for you to pick them, or like to at least know that they're interested, or to like it's like them trying to hit on you but not hit on you at the same time. And before you guys are like, oh, Kashawn, it's not that big of a deal, I told my girlfriend this exact story, and she said, Kashawn, you're not going to that Chipotle by yourself anymore. And I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Because that Chipotle bowl was good. I think actually, you know what? Just to end this video, I think I'm gonna head to that Chipotle right now. I'll see you guys in a minute. Peace.